And welcome back to Let's Play Overlord. We are still going around taking advantage of finally having our red minions. We went and got the smelter from the last video. And now we're going to go get the one other item that's available now here in the Mellow Hills. After this one, there will only be one other item here, but we're going to have to wait until we get the blue minions to be able to get it. I'm going to go ahead and break open this house, just in case one of them can find a health potion. It's very annoying to me once you're down to that last bar of health, to have that constant heartbeat sound. I'm glad to have that stopped. In fact, since we've had so many minions die recently, I'm going to go ahead and use one at this health pit, because we've got plenty that don't have any kind of equipment, and we'll be able to resummon them right here. And that way we're not very likely to take one little hit and have it start being annoying again. And this area is just a little frustrating in that the rats just seem to keep coming, and you can't just send your guys into them and let them wipe them all out because of the fire. So if you just send them out haphazardly, they'll run right into the fire and kill themselves. How close I got that time. I think I've gotten all the rats, so I'm going to go ahead and send the reds out to get rid of the fire. But here comes some more rats, so we gotta deal with them. That one guy that got knocked down, I thought had run into the fire and gotten killed. And this is another one of the bags of gold. Again, it's kind of odd that it counts as a tower object and that you do have to get it for the achievement for collecting all of them, since it's not really an object that you would collect and keep in your tower. It's just a big boost in your gold. But I am going to try to show where all of those are, if I can remember all of them as I go through. And for some reason that red just decided to burn down a haystack all on his own. We will follow this back. Unfortunately, there isn't one for tower zone, so if I won't freak curious. I don't know if I think I'm afraid faster into the building. I'm not sure. If I'm really I'm going to desert, because it's just all you do running through winds and the tail up. Well, I'm not going to do that. Don't have to be able to say, I'm right, can't. So I'm just going to put it short. We are at least getting close now. But as soon as we do turn it in, we'll be just making another long walking trip to the North Gate of Spree, because our next stop is the castle. While we have the ability to go into every night at this point, I usually do the castle first. It's a fairly interesting area. These are the only two colors of minions you'll have to have for it. It also, storyline wise, just seems the way that it seems to flow the best. So now I've got some more gold. Still no reason to go back to the tower though, so I will still be holding off on doing any smelting. And now we'll go through Spree.
You're a gent.
I'm pretty sure we can cut through this center here without having to circle all the way around the perimeter, and we can. Although we might as well, because we will potentially be coming back in the west gate at some point, and from where they close it when you get the smelter, you do have to open it from the inside again before you'll be able to come in. So, since we're already in here, we're going to go ahead and reopen it just in case. The more I think about it, the less likely it seems that we actually will need to come back in the west gate again, but I've always reopened it. And this is the zone with the castle.
1,000 halflings couldn't do this much damage. I smell magic in the air. That's never a good smell. Sire, I think you should investigate further.
And this is the fire that would have prevented us from being able to continue through this area before.
Reds!
It's another one of those areas that can be just a little frustrating because as you send the reds forward to try to clear the fire, they can attack the beetles instead. But if you send your browns out to try to kill the beetles, then the beetles can run into the fire, your browns will chase right after them and get killed by the fire. And here's one of the bigger beetles. When they jump up in the air like this, it's not good at all, because they're about to do an area effect attack that can kill several of the minions all at once. There are beetles of all 4 colors. The brown ones are just physical damage, so they don't have an area effect attack, but all 3 of the others do. Your minions of the same colors, each beetle is immune to the area effect attack, like the red ones do that fire attack, and our red minions are immune to it. It does seem like there is some sort of cap to the amount of minions they'll let you lose to one of those area effect attacks. Like if you leave your whole group on one and it kills 5, if you only have 5 on it, it still seems to kill 5. So while it will hit all of them and make them run around helpless for a while on fire, it seems to have a cap to how many they'll let you lose to one attack like that. I will still usually try to pull my minions back once they jump up in the air like that, just like you did against the trolls and Melvin, but that time I was a little too close. I really couldn't get distance to get them off of it, so I just had to let them try to hopefully kill it before it went off, even though I knew there wasn't any kind of chance it was going to happen. And this is a decent little area to collect some red life force. Up until this point, you didn't have access to anything that would respawn with red life force, that I can remember at least. And you are going to need some reds in this next area, so it's a good idea to have at least a little bit of a stockpile of them. There is a human that has attacked us.
I wonder if the lady that gibbering peasant mentioned is behind this. Better find another way, oh master of the shadows.
And he didn't really say that until I turned this way, but he was saying because the drawbridge is up, I needed to find another way. So this is the other way he was talking about, even though this is where I was when he said that. And I'm not quite sure where those guys are coming from. They jumped down out of the sky, which, I mean, it would make sense if we were in a forest or something, them jumping out of the trees, but they'll jump down just out of nowhere. So we use the reds to clear it away. And now we'll send the browns in to turn the crank. Since that guy was attacking them, if I just left them on the crank, they would have gotten slaughtered, so pulled them off, kill him, and then I'll let them turn the crank. And that lowers the drawbridge. There is still a small courtyard-like section before we enter the zone that is actually inside the castle, but next video we should at least make it into the castle in a large way through it, and maybe even be able to complete it.